Hello everybody and welcome back to the Xcess podcast here on YouTube. Caitlyn, Celeste Bonin, has announced her departure from WWE. Reportedly, Caitlyn gave notice to WWE officials when she arrived to the arena for Tuesday's television tapings for Main Event and SmackDown, which is actually something I speculated hours before that was revealed. That report came out, that she requested the release when she arrived to the arena, because I know there are rumors that she was fed up with not getting a storyline for her character, and that her contract simply ran out. But she gave notice reportedly, and that's the most believable thing in my eyes. The reason she has left the company is to pursue other endeavors, and it's believed that the other endeavor is kind of the same route as Eve Torres, going into business with her fiancé, PJ Braun, a bodybuilder. Eve Torres, when she left WWE, she went into business with her fiancé, Rainier Gracie, MMA fighter, and now Eve runs a self-enlightenment women's seminar, like a protection seminar, self-defense seminar. So good for Eve. She's made it work since leaving WWE, and I'm sure Caitlyn can as well. So best of luck to Caitlyn and her fiancé for years of happiness married together. Now moving on to kind of a weird topic, something I actually never posted about on the website, because the rumors are just ridiculous right now. There are actually two rumors about Jeff Jarrett we're going to get to. In the first podcast, we talked about how he resigned from TNA. Apparently, as rumors suggest, and take this with a grain of salt, because this is just ridiculous how weird it's gotten in the last few days. Apparently, Jeff Jarrett resigned because he was responsible, quote-unquote, for AJ Styles not re-signing with TNA, and now he's working Ring of Honor, other independent promotions, and apparently Jarrett was, quote, embarrassed, so he resigned. That just sounds ridiculous to me. I mean, it's completely possible, but I think that's like a 0.99% chance, so, of it being legitimate. But AJ Styles has stated that him and TNA just, they can't work things out right now. It's a bad time for TNA. I'm a fan of TNA, but they're having a rough time right now, both booking-wise and financially. So hopefully they can turn that around. I'm one of the people who actually is pulling for TNA to succeed, because we do need competition in wrestling, and right now nobody stands even close to WWE. Competition is fun. It's not fun if there's no competition. So, hopefully they can pull it around, but AJ and TNA just grew apart for now. I mean, he's been with the company since the beginning. He's been with them a decade, so it's just time they separate for a bit, let him work independence, let him come back in maybe a year or two, and then, just that. AJ has also stated that he's open to going to WWE. Would that ever happen? Who knows? He said if the offer is right, same with returning to TNA, so we'll have to wait and see. But the other Jeff Jarrett rumor is that he's starting a new wrestling promotion. We all know Jeff Jarrett started TNA with his father, Jerry Jarrett, but apparently him leaving TNA, another rumor about why he resigned, is because he's starting a wrestling promotion, a new one, with country music star Toby Keith. Now, both Jarrett and Keith have denied involvement in a potential new wrestling company, and so has WWE Hall of Famer Jim Ross, who was a part of these rumors as being one of the broadcasters for the new wrestling promotion. All three men have denied involvement in a new wrestling promotion, but, that could just be them covering it up. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But all these rumors with Jeff Jarrett, just take them with a grain of salt, and AJ Styles rumors as well. The thing that we do know about Jeff Jarrett is that he is doing business meetings with his wife Karen for whatever new project he has planned. So good luck to the Jarrett family for this new endeavor, and I hope they find success. And now moving on to the WWE Network. Yes, after 2 long years, the WWE Network has finally been announced to be arriving to our desktops, tablets, mobile devices, and gaming consoles, and eventually in the future, smart TVs. Basically, it's like the WWE app on steroids. Now, I say that because the WWE Network is going to be a 24-hour streaming service. And it's basically like, at least beta stuff that they showed at the International CES last night. It seemed like a WWE.com meets WWE app thing. So again, WWE app on steroids. The WWE Network is launching February 24th. That is a Monday. Is that the Monday after Elimination Chamber? I do believe so. It launches at 9 a.m. Eastern Time with on-demand programming, and live programming will begin with a program I'm going to mention as part of other original programs that were announced during their conference. The network will be $9.99 per month, but there was fine print that wasn't seen during the CES conference. It's only $9.99 per month, only if buyers agree to a 6-month non-canceling commitment period. And that's a bit risky, I think, but it could work. Although, if you do buy the network and cancel it, you will still pay the $10 a month until that 6 months is over. So, just be careful about buying the network if you're not going to keep it for 6 months. And I think it was announced not on, I think in a Q&A after the conference, which wasn't streamed, that the 6-month thing is actually going to stay permanently. So beginning in February, you can buy 6 months, and then in August, when that 6 months is over, you can again purchase another 6 months. So I think it's going to be just a 6-month cycle, just to give you, and maybe eventually they'll offer year subscriptions and stuff like that. Who knows if the price will even go up at that point, but we'll have to wait and see. But other countries will be getting the network. This is only the United States that's getting it on the 24th. Other countries will be getting the network rolled out to them by the end of this year and into early 2015. So the network will be in pretty much all of the world by this time next year, which is exciting. In addition to the network announcement, there were a few key things that were announced. Pre- and post-shows for Raw and SmackDown. Raw, SmackDown, and Main Event will not be airing on the network live. They will still air on their respective television networks, USA, Sci-Fi, and Ion. But Raw, SmackDown, and Main Event will be available on the network within 10 minutes, I think, after they air on TV. So that is really good, in case you were late and you missed it. It's really good. Original programs that were announced for the network include Legends House, which was taped pretty much when the network was announced in 2011, so it's been 2 years as well since Legends House was filmed. The Monday Night War, Raw vs. WCW, WrestleMania Rewind, WWE Countdown, WWE Superstars, and I'm most excited for this, WWE NXT finally has a home again on the WWE Network. It's been far too long for NXT, but finally, it has a home once again. In addition to all of the original programs and the replays of Raw, SmackDown, Main Event, all 12 WWE pay-per-views will be included free with no additional cost on the network, which is awesome. It's been rumored that it would be everyone but WrestleMania or the Big Four, but all of them will be included. And the first live pay-per-view to be on the network will be WrestleMania 30 in April, which is very exciting. In addition, Legends House will begin in April. It was announced in a press release WWE sent out. The thing is, though, WrestleMania 30, you can only get it on the network if you are one of the people who agree to that 6-month non-canceling commitment period for $10 a month. So, if you want WrestleMania for $10 that month, then you gotta buy the network in February. Which I'm going to. Obviously, duh. I mean, $10 a month, So basically you're spending $120 for pay-per-views, replays of classic pay-per-views, which I should mention, and classic TV shows and moments, instead of nearly $700. I am gladly going to take that. And like I kind of briefly mentioned, every single ECW and WCW pay-per-view to be produced will also be included in the network, as well as past WWE pay-per-views up to 1985. So you can go back way far and watch stuff on the network. Programming on the network will range from TVPG to TVMA, but there will be advisories before TV14 and TVMA programming. This coincides with recent news that WWE will start airing footage featuring Chris Benoit on the network with advisories before them, so I assume anything involving Chris Benoit will receive a TVMA program, and he will not be blurred out, he will not be avoided on commentary. Everything is going to air involving Benoit, which is... It's a good and bad thing for WWE, but I still don't think Benoit will ever be in the WWE Hall of Fame after everyone knows what he did. But yes, the network is finally arriving February 24th. This is an exciting time to be a wrestling fan, and I said this on Twitter last night. Amongst my timeline was a lot of criticism about this network. You are getting original programming. You are getting past TV shows. Raw, SmackDown, Attitude Era, all that. Past ECW and WCW pay-per-views. And maybe in the future even classic shows that they produce. WCW mostly. And people are still complaining. All pay-per-views. New and old. $10 a month. People are actually legitimately complaining that they will be paying $120 a month to watch all pay-per-views, any program they want, whenever they want, instead of nearly $700. And don't get me started on the people that just illegally stream all the pay-per-views and stuff, who are saying that they'll just illegally stream the network. People like that don't have a right to an opinion, at all. If you are not excited about this network, even a sliver of a bit, you deserve to have your fan rights as a wrestling fan revoked. I'm sorry, and I'm not sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry. This is an exciting time to be a wrestling fan. WWE is taking the next big step. WWE is way ahead of the times here, folks. You might not be a fan of their actual product right now, but as a wrestling fan, you have to respect this next evolution in wrestling. This is the next step in wrestling. And eventually, the other companies will have this type of stuff. Eventually. Far down the road, probably. WWE is stepping up the game. They're way ahead of it. It's exciting to be a wrestling fan right now. Anyways, that is going to do it for this Xcess podcast. I've been James Rolls. Links to all the stories that I mentioned will be down below in the description. Thank you all for listening to the Xcess podcast, and I will see you next time.